All right, we're in 7.3 on basic counting principles, and these are some more exercises that I've worked out. So here we're supposed to solve the problem in two ways. First, use a tree diagram, and then second, use the multiplication principle. So in how many ways can three coins turn up heads or tails if a combined outcome such as heads, tails, heads, and heads, heads, tails, and tails, heads, heads are considered as different? All right, so let's do the tree diagram first. So let's say we start here and we roll or flip a coin first. Well, we can either get a heads or we can get a tails. Okay, so that's our first coin. Well, from this one, we can get what? A heads or a tails again. And then this is going to be our second coin. This one we can get a heads or a tails as well. Now, each one of these, for our third coin, we can get a heads or tails, heads or tails, and heads or tails. So that's our third coin. So we throw our first one, we get heads or tails. And the second one, we get heads or tails here, heads or tails here. And the third one, we get heads or tails, heads or tails, heads or tails, heads or tails. So if we count it, we get one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight possible ways. So there's going to be eight ways. And if we write them down here, it's going to go heads, heads, heads. Then we're going to have heads, heads, tails. Then we'll have heads, tails, heads. And then heads, tails, tails. And then we'll have tails, heads, heads. Where'd my pen go? Here we go. Tails, heads, heads. And then we'll have tails, heads, tails. And then we'll have tails, tails, heads. And we'll have tails, tails, tails. Okay, so one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. So eight ways. Now, what's another way to do it? We can use the multiplication principle. And so again, this was A. So B, there's two ways to get the first one, heads or tails, two ways to get the next one, and two ways to get the next one, which is 2 cubed, which is eight ways. Now, this one tells you the number. This one tells you the number as well as if you want and follow it through what the actual possibilities are. Okay, so that's the two differences there on how to solve the problem in two different ways. All right, let's stop there and we'll come back for more.